Today, I'm going to be trying to beat Drive Up. This is definitely not going to be a one episode thing. I'm going to have a whole bunch of episodes posted on this, but whatever. Stay tuned. So, Drive Up is a world made by Spieler. It's not really that new, but whatever. And I'm actually pretty excited for this because this is going to be a different type of video. Choo Choo Charles, that was a pretty fun series. This one's going to be a little bit different though. So, in each video, I'm going to be traveling a certain distance, and then however far I got, whenever I start the next episode, I'm going to go back to where the furthest spot I got was. But then if I fall anytime during that, I just restart. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Also, I'm trying a different way to make this video, so please, be nice. I think it'll be really cool. So watch till the end, please. Thank you! Okay, so starting off, I just decided to choose this vehicle because I thought it'd be good for the challenge. And I start off pretty fast, going 30 kilometers or miles an hour, getting here as fast as I possibly can. Soon after that, I made it to these houses. That jump is actually pretty difficult. When I was doing a bit of testing, it was difficult because I was mainly using the D-Series, but with this thing, it was actually pretty easy. These are still kind of sketchy though, and this turn sucked on the D-Series, as you could probably tell from all those skid marks there. But this thing, it just kind of powered through, like nothing happened. Sooner or later, I found myself finding a couple more jumps over here. Not really big ones, but they're gaps, that's for sure. And then after that, I found myself at one of the surprisingly difficult parts of this track, these houses. They're sharp, pop your tires, and there's a couple drops. The drops are not fun. This right here was easily one of the hardest drops. I think the first time I fell on this one, and every time I got here with the D-Series, no matter what I did, I just always fell. And you also get stuck, which is what happened here. It was very disappointing because I made it super far on my first try, but I had to reset. And now we start from the beginning again. This challenge is going to take a long time. One thing I found out about this map is that you can get your tires stuck inside of a roof. The only place that I've experienced this is in this exact spot. If you drive on it, your tire has a chance to get stuck inside of it, and then you have to use a node grabber to get out. But it doesn't let you get out when you're just close here, so what you end up doing is you just kind of go into free cam, launch your vehicle into space, and then it just does this. Then not long after we first failed here, we made it back. I was kind of nervous doing this because I didn't want to have to get back up here. I bonked into this ladder somehow, but I didn't really know what to do because it's pretty steep, so I just kind of gunned it, held the brake once I fell, and then I made it. And I was pretty surprised, but I just kept on going. I also almost fell here. That would have sucked. Right after almost falling off of something that was wood-like, we come to a wood-like jump. I made it this far in the D-Series, but this is about as far as I made it, so I knew what to do. You have to back up over here, give yourself some momentum to jump the thing. And 3, 2, 1, I did it! It was very smooth, it was almost a perfect landing, and I thought that it was pretty cool. Since I had just fallen off of whatever I was driving on before, I had to go to this thing. And I didn't want to do this thing because it was wood, and I don't trust the wood stuff now. And 2, I thought that I'd get stuck like I just did there. Luckily, I was able to back off, and I tried giving a little more momentum, but I broke too soon, and I messed up again. But hopefully 3rd time's the charm. Yep, 3rd time's the charm. I did it. Definitely 1st try. I also almost fell back into it, but luckily I saved myself. So there wasn't a 4th try. Hooray! Then not long after that, I made it to this. These I was skeptical about because 1, they looked like wood, and 2, I wasn't sure if I was going to get stuck or not, but gladly I didn't, and I was able to make it to here. Now I'm driving on buildings. I was driving on roofs, now just the side of the building. I'm Spider-Man. These jumps were a very sad moment. This, I just don't know what was happening. It just wouldn't speed up, and I fell. I made it super far, and I was really disappointed that I fell. But I mean, it's all part of the challenge. Now I just have to get back up there, hopefully. And I thought that this jump wasn't doable with the speed that this thing has, because it's pretty slow. It only has 1 gear. But we'll see. When I got back to these jumps, something really funny happened. The game didn't bug out, my computer didn't crash, nothing happened. Just watch. Whee! I did a stoppie. I was kind of confused on how it happened and also kind of annoyed because I flipped my car. But, I mean, I can just use a node grabber to pull it back over because I think the stoppie was cool enough that I deserve to use the node grabber, at least for this. Like, come on. That's just only fair. Right? Let me know if you think it's fair down in the comments, please. I need my engagement to go up. Please, please, please! As I drove around this corner, something very sad happened that led to me ending the video. I went around too fast, and I slid off and fell. I was a little tired at this point and didn't want to keep going, so I just quit. So yeah. See you guys in the next video. Bye!